All right, we're
Um,
live.
yep,
Yep.
now we're live. It is 8 o'clock. It's Sunday, actually, because I was not able to do it Saturday due to other reasons. But, I can't believe there's still so much going on this year, and it's almost the end of the month already. It doesn't seem like it, does it?
First month
Yeah.
already down, almost.
I don't know unless you're getting snow.
It
Why
seems like
not?
there's. Oh, it seems like there's snow everywhere, well, except here, of course.
I
Yeah.
got me some flurries this year.
What's that
McFlurry?
again? Flurry?
Flurries are like snow.
Just light snow.
I
Extremely
thought it was
Oh,
like
light.
yeah.
keep shaking McDonald's.
Is my mic
I know.
working?
Yeah, it's
I
working.
thought you were talking about a McFlurry.
Ha! Hey, I don't blame you.
I mean, McFlurries are good, though.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
but
It's
when the hell does that goddamn machine work?
uh,
That's a
th-
good
it,
joke.
it turns out it never breaks down. They're just too lazy to clean it, so they just say it breaks.
Yeah. It's
They
YouTube
actually,
video about it.
I've actually had confirmation from a manager that's worked at my local McDonald's for over 50 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, back then they would clean it because back then they weren't as lazy as compared to these times, so that's why it was always working back then because someone was always cleaning it or maintaining it. But now these days nobody wants to use it. So when someone asks for an ice cream cone, they'll purposely make like a crashing noise. Oh, the machine broke. Sorry.
I mean, hey, that makes sense.
I think it's funny. 9 times out of 10, I always see my local McDonald's with the sign, "No ice cream" or like "No frap McFrappes" or something like that.
Yeah.
Crap.
Like
Hey,
the coffee crap.
Yeah, because they also have to use a specific machine for that too.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad I like going to Wendy's because their frosties are never have a problem when you want one.
Oh, how about Arby's? The Arby's shakes. Oh my god, those are the best.
yeah, the coffee one. Oh God.
Yeah, the Jamocha shake. Oh, I'm so glad they actually still have an Arby's over here in Hawaii.
Yeah, we got was it two Arby's there within like 3 miles of each other right here. One by the mall, the other one up by the hospital.
But what I love, and it's also funny as hell, and this is actually something that you've probably all noticed throughout the years, it's both Arby's and Wendy's that are ones that are allowed to roast the other companies.
Oh, hey, Wendy's and McDonald's does it a lot of.
Yeah,
Actually,
Wendy's is actually roasting McDonald's on their fries.
yeah,
Hmm
I like them both. Honestly,
Every time
I
I
would
eat them, they're always burnt.
I always prefer Wendy's though because it's like they're not over salted. I mean, they're more fresh, which they're not kidding about.
What a Burger
Let's
King.
see. Oh, the burgers from Wendy's really are fresh, even over here.
No,
No,
it's
he
not a
said
Burger King.
Hmm.
Yeah, you don't have a Burger King there.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Burger King is not bad either. Oh yeah, even the Burger King has also made fun of McDonald's too.
yeah, but also
everybody be
they
roasting McDonald's these days, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, because McDonald's quality has gone to shit.
yeah
it had quality to begin with. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they actually did.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's even a thing that existed called the McBarge.
Yeah, and it's been abandoned for so long.
well
I,
Not really
there's
abandoned. It's more like hasn't been used properly since
well
'86.
yeah,
there,
but I heard they're actually going to bring it back.
It'd be a cool idea.
Yeah, the first ever floating restaurant, and it was McDonald's that actually did that in 1986. It was like, what? It's
Eh.
like whoever thought it would have been McDonald's doing that.
that's wrong.
An old bar could be
Besides,
cheap.
the barge was one thing, but in St. Louis until 1993, we had the McDonald's riverboat. And it
Ooh,
broke off during the flood '93 and hit aground. And
dang.
they were able to recover it, but I think they took it down to Louisiana, but I never heard anything else besides after that.
Oh,
Oh, we might have to do research on that.
oh.
Yeah,
Before we go into our first topic of the today, I was going to tell y'all. Did y'all know McDonald's used to serve pizza?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Did you know that McDonald's Hawaii actually serves halpia pie?
I bet.
Ooh.
Oh, you mean that stuff with the meat inside the bun?
No, that's different. They also even have like I think it was like a spam burger. I think I don't remember exactly what it was, but that's only that. There's. It's cool how around here you can find special items like that.
McDonald's has made everything all the way down to lobster tacos and hot
Oh,
dog.
Wow.
I
Hot
forget about.
dogs.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Do you guys remember the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce?
I bet.
I,
Mhm.
I didn't get to that. I'm more worried about my McRib.
Oh, the McRibs are not really good, I guess, because you know what? I never liked them.
My father loves McRibs. I do sometimes whenever
I
we go
prefer
there.
Arby's ribs because those ones
Oh,
are
yeah.
a lot better, and they do make fun of McDonald's too, by the way.
Yeah, I just didn't like the Burger King riblets that they tried to compete with the McRib. I was just like, not enough sauce.
When was that? I'm trying to remember when that
That's
was.
like maybe 2-3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago.
Right,
Okay,
2018.
I can't
why do
believe
I not remember that for some
It
reason?
was short lived. It was only around for 3 months.
2018 feels so long ago now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this was before all this other crap happened. I mean,
Mhm.
look what's happened ever since 2020 happened. Look at how everything's gone downhill.
Well,
Yep.
hey, at some point something will happen and things will change.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see. Probably when the Democrats finally give up because everyone's starting to see the corruption.
Like, why can't they just go ahead and do so now? Because everybody knows.
Everyone knows about the election fraud. It's been proven in many states already. There's already been a lot of rulings on it.
I'm like, just give up already and just fix things.
Mm.
Someone's got. Oh, a
Mm,
certain hyena's got the laughters.
Hey, a case of the giggles, I see.
Uh
Only
oh.
prescription is
Yeah.
more laughter.
Oh no! But let's dive into this first one. That
All
Bill,
right.
you even have a screenshot of this. What happened, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I sent it to your phone because I forwarded it off of someone else's phone because you know
They lived
but
in the area and
yeah,
all
they
that.
live in the same area I do, and we just got this, and for an out for it's an emergency alert, and this alert was out for an hour.
Oh,
Here
Yep.
we
yeah.
go.
Wow.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Joker's car.
uh,
Oh,
yeah,
You know,
scroll it up a bit.
uh, hold on here.
Sorry, I can't read that. There
There
you
we
go.
go. Right there. Got it.
Yep.
wait. Hang on.
But yeah, I can't believe they actually did this. But it meant to be a test. But I think it's funny as hell. Everyone was
Who's
like,
that?
huh?
What?
What's
Oh,
funny
hang
is
on. I'll be right back.
I
Okay.
have an old '78 Dodge.
Yeah. Then that's actually an accurate depiction from the Michael Keaton Batman movie of 1989. Of the 1978 Dodge 3700 GT.
But this was like absolutely funny as hell. You know
Hmm.
what this reminds me of?
Uh, I'm going to take a guess. Let me guess that. What I think it was either 2017 or 2018 when they put an emergency alert in Hawaii saying missiles
Yep.
Oh, the missile
coming off.
coming in from
Ballistic
Korea.
missile alert. Well, I can see I survived that.
Hey, hey, good thing to
What was that
survive the
about
missile.
anyway?
And you know what's ironic about that too? During that time when they actually sent that out back in 2018, I was actually on an army base at that time. Everyone
Dang.
panicked. Everyone panicked. Everyone ran.
I saw some videos about that actually.
Yeah.
I also
Jim-
heard of another crazy, funny alert. This one was so dumb and funny. You know the alert mentioning about zombies rising from the dead?
When was that one?
It was apparently during a pancakes commercial, and they were saying that the bodies of the dead are rising from their graves and attacking the living.
Oh my god. But yeah, let's see. It says right here, the alert read in a quote, Gotham City MO purple slash green 1978 Dodge 3700 GT MO. I mean, it's like, and that was literally the exact car that the Joker
hmm And the
drove.
license plate says, "You kid me."
Yep, and that's what, and it's like, what? And it's so funny though, and people are like, huh? I mean, this
I'd
is
be
like too
confused
funny.
myself.
Yeah, but with some people out there, you never know. They might think that some crazy guy
Oh,
that
look at the
died-
meme down below.
what just
There's a
had
meme
an
about it.
emergency alert system. Yeah, they're
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of funny ass shit from when this happened. It's like, what? I mean, oh my god.
hmm Yeah, there is no Gotham, Missouri. So yeah,
I gotta admit, for the story for that, I mean, it's
Oh,
like,
but you won't believe what
but what? You there, Xavier?
I said. Oh, y'all know about that fictional mountain called Mount Ebbet? I actually found it on Google Maps myself.
uh-oh. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
You found a fictional mountain on Google Maps?
Yeah, y'all know that legendary game called Undertale? I found the mountain from that game on Google Maps.
Okay, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, sometimes they actually base some stuff off actual somewhat locations to put in a fantasy game,
Yeah.
yeah, and whatnot, It's just like what was that? I can't remember the name of it, but like if anybody ever used to watch Tailspin, like Cape Suzette is based off another type of cape or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
there's no.
well, think about the Disney movie Cars, that the Route 66, that was actually based off a real location.
Oh yeah, Route 66 is
And even Ramon Shop, that someone actually even took a real picture of the real thing of what it was based off of.
hmm
Hmm.
And you even got the mountain right there. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like Rainier Springs. That could be. They could have pulled that idea
You there,
off, like
Boombot?
Eureka. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah.
That was
Well-
weird, but anyways, so what do you think about that Gotham message? That was too funny, wasn't it?
I
Actually,
was
that's one
like-
of the best ones.
Yeah, it was funny, but the thing was, it wasn't until like I want to say an hour later until they say, "Oh, it's just a test."
Oh, well, I mean, it took them 5 hours for them to finally say it was a test for the ballistic missile around here.
Yeah, I heard
Didn't they
Jim.
actually include the word test? I thought they were legally obligated to include the word test in test broadcast.
Yeah, they're
what I thought.
supposed to put test. This is a test of the emergency system. That's what they always do.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like every first of the month is when they have to test the tsunami alarms around here every month, and it's like, they have to do that every time. But at least they tell people, that this is a test.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah. I like how Jim Carrey said that in Hawaii. That was the most terrifying experience of his life. When he was on one of the talk shows back then. I'm just like, really? But you got to remember, this is before crap with Alec Baldwin kicked up and everything.
I know, but here's the thing, though: is I've actually been through some of those storms and some of that other stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like when it was the real alarm, people panicked because people around here knew the difference between, when they did the test or when it was real. Because that's why that ballistic missile, when it went out and they actually set the alarms, the civil alert alarm, everyone was like, "Wait a minute, this isn't a test. This is like the middle of the month."
Well, yeah. I mean, think about how Japan felt when all of a sudden, Kim decided to shoot off one of his test missiles and went right over Japan.
Yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to happen or not.
Well, it was. I don't know if it was. It's just like the other one ended up. Was I want to say 5 miles over the Chinese border. I'm just, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what? Yeah, aim it at China. They're a nemesis, anyways.
Well,
not
Korea
no, no,
aiming
not to
missile at
Korea.
China is not an idea because they're out close allies.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
There's.
but still, now they're trying to create Chinese, like American Chinese communism or something like that. I think that's what they're trying to do to us.
What's that?
No,
They ain't gonna succeed.
well, in a way they can. They got all they got. You got to do is have somebody that be like, oh, of course I will sell my company to the Chinese. That's not a problem. Nike,
Oh,
Converse, a bunch of
Microsoft.
a bunch of other companies have sold out to China. It's
Yeah,
uh,
because it's now it's cheaper.
well, it's not just that; it's a global market, and anybody can jump in on it. That's the
I
whole
mean,
thing.
hell, I think as far as I know, most of the electrical companies that I know now have switched to that, to where everything now says "Made in China," "Made in China." Well, except for a couple of things I still found from General Electric that says "Made in Hungary."
Hungary.
Mhm.
No, I mean, remember that's a real country, but it's
Yeah, yeah,
interesting.
yeah. I know it is, but
Ah,
it'd be
I'm
funny.
hungry.
I've also got a couple of, what was it? I think there was this one bulb
Yeah,
I
me too.
had that says, hold on here. I mean, I know this is live and stuff. It's just weird. It's one that I had that was an old ass one. Let
Man,
me
we're all
find it
just glitching
actually.
out this morning, aren't we?
Oh,
I'm. You guys sound pretty good on my end,
yeah. I mean, it's just. I guess it's just weird or something like that. But
but you got to remember with Mighty, he's on an island, so it's satellite upload link coming off the island for communication, just like with Australia and a few other countries.
yeah, it can be a pain in the ass at times. But
Yeah.
anyways. But you know what? Let's switch this up a bit. Like honestly, like what's the out of all like the products you've had before? Like what's the weirdest country you've seen on for the made in?
It's doing it.
Um, Probably the one that I thought probably saw that was the weirdest one that growing up, and then I had to look at
So,
it
like,
again.
it could be any of the 207 countries existing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Istanbul.
Vietnam.
Oh yeah, some of that stuff wasn't bad. I've got this one bulb that was actually from 1986. It was actually made in Taiwan.
And then there was I know before some of you guys were around, then there was stuff that would say sometimes made in West Germany because
Yeah,
of the Berlin Wall. You'll pull stuff up and it'll say still made, like made in the East or West.
I thought it'd say what was it, DDR or GDR, but the other weirdest one I've seen is like Kazakhstan. It's like a small. It used to be a small Soviet satellite state, but now it's its own thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you got a bit some other countries back then when they still made stuff. It definitely had quality.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just like
Yeah,
everybody's
it
talking
definitely
about like.
did.
Here's the thing. Well, my opinion is, why would we want stuff made in China when it has to take so long to get here? And it's like Mexico's right down south from us.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a
No.
lot of stuff when I was back in Southern California. There was a lot of stuff made in Mexico or assembled in Mexico, and it was actually good quality.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because
That's why.
I mean, it's kind of like ironically enough that the some of the cartels were the ones that are actually making some of this stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, but that's like I showed you the pictures I sent you on. I don't buy Nikes, I don't buy Converse anymore because they're
Nope.
made in China. I got stuff that, or I've taken the time and actually looked up American made shoes, or that don't deal with having their stuff made out of China, like PF Flyer and Pony, which
Yeah.
Pony is an acronym for Product of New York.
Yeah, I mean, it's also the other thing that was definitely good was just
Yeah.
just good old industrial era American products were even good back then.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we're talking like
definitely.
60 years ago, though.
Oh yeah, I
I
mean
mean, a lot of that shit that I still have still works.
my mom's friend, he got inherited his dad house, and he has a 1957 Frigidaire that
Ooh.
still runs to this day.
Oh
Yes, I
my
got
Wow.
god,
one of those.
how is that even?
American made. That's when you had quality. I mean,
Oh
shoot, all
yeah.
the way. I seen.
Yeah,
50s was
and now the demand is quantity, and they really stopped caring about quality now.
quality is more important.
That's why you got to deal with the insurance or the warranty cards and all this other stuff. I mean, my buddy used to have some Yamaha speakers that, like, every 2 years, his system, if he wanted to crank it up, he could blow the speakers out and say, "Yeah, these things just blew out 2 days before the warranty," and he'd get himself some new speakers.
Well, I mean, I could tell you that I've kind of done the same with the modern General Electric bulbs, to
Mhm.
where I could find a way to actually kind of make it die on purpose in a way without overloading it, to where it's like here it like flickers like crazy, and then when they test it in the store, it's like oh, and then they give me a new one.
Nice.
And I actually did that a day before it expired for the warranty, and it actually had a 10-year warranty, which is funny.
Ooh,
Mm.
sus.
10-year guarantee. There we go. 10-year challenge. There you go.
9.9 years. Hey, it's broken.
And it's like, and the funny thing is, I keep all these like online receipts because when I purchase stuff, I always do it like through online, to where you never lose the physical receipt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
If
they
you,
print it on paper that is intended to fade. I always hated that.
oh, see,
Yeah.
that's why my pops, when he got warranties and everything, he had a actual filing cabinet that had folders in there for all the warranties that he had for all his stuff. So yeah, he always kept his stuff in check. He still does.
I mean, I've actually got a couple of items that are in this house of mine that do have a lifetime warranty, and well, it doesn't. Some items don't want. It just doesn't want to seem. Let's just put it this way: it just doesn't want to die. It's like, why won't you die?
Yeah, it's like buying the new
Die.
Craftsman stuff today compared to what it used to be 10 years ago, and it's just gone. Ugh. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
a lot of the tools that my grandfather have that I use, they're still good.
oh yeah.
Let's see, screwdrivers, hammers, wrenches, just everything you can think of.
Yep.
I had some snap on and it just snapped on me. I'm like, what gives, man? Expensive crap.
Yeah, that's why you don't go shopping at Hoods.
Yep.
Or I mean, not Hoods, I mean Harbor Freight.
Oh my god, don't remind me of that store.
Ugh,
Yeah, I mean,
ew.
it's just like, oh, you could put a warranty on this. It's like, why would I want to buy anything out of here? I mean, even the micrometers out of that store don't give you an accurate reading because it's like, oh, we're just, gonna pop it out, and it never 3 times on somebody's micrometer that they got from Harbor Freight doesn't ever give you an accurate reading. It doesn't even tell you the same reading after the first one.
What? Oh my
Yeah.
god. You know what? That reminds me that I just got something recently that I tried out. One of those newer mercury bulbs that they still make, even though they're still considered illegal. I tried
Oh,
one out
how
in the
was it?
fixture. Oh, I tried it out in the fixture. It was like a modern bulb, but an old fixture. The damn thing kept going off and then cycling back on, off and on. It's not supposed to do that.
Oh,
Ugh.
it's bad then.
That's
Yeah,
why.
it's clearly faulty if it can't hold the pressure in it.
Well, yeah, that's why I call basically scamware. It's somebody built it, just sell it and make a profit, and then they shut down the company afterwards.
I mean, that reminds me of a railroad company that had some shit products, but then they went out of business so damn fast.
Mm.
Apparently, they were even treating their workers like crap.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was called Railroad Signal International. They're called RSI. They didn't last long. I've actually got one of their LEDs that's like from, I think, made in 2018. Barely about a month use in, some of the LEDs already died in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
But-
worth it.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go on to something else that's gone onto the market that's American made. What do you think, Mighty?
Sounds
Let's
fine
see.
by me.
Here we go. I got it. Hold on here. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you guys hear about this?
Ooh, AMC.
Not yet.
The Wayne's World AMC Pacer is up for sale for auction.
And that's basically what it looks like.
Yep.
What part of it's called?
Oh
There we
wow.
go. Nice. Does that one
That
use
is a
the
kick-ass.
Yeah, the AMC Pacer Wayne's World Murph Mobile.
Does that one have the inline 6 AMC? I can't remember what liter displacement, but they use.
I
6 for the-
believe it does.
I don't
You
know
know.
for sure. I'm not
But,
really
you
a car expert.
But
I
you
know
want to
there's
know?
engines.
Yeah, but you want to know what was supposed to originally happen to these cars when they were made?
Destroyed and taken to the scrapyard.
No. When these cars were originally made, they were supposed to all get rotary engines.
Ah,
Oh.
But then the problem with the gas crisis of the 1970s, they're like, nah, that we can't put the deal with that right now. So they went with the 6-cylinder engines instead.
that's a very long engine. I mean, the Wankel type engine was quite small and compact. Then you go and put like a tractor engine in there. Essentially, that's kind of a big contrast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but this is crazy though. How I mean, this actually was. I mean, this car is even seen on Pawn Stars. I mean, I guess this is the real deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
So how much is it worth?
let's see. So, let's see. It says here an ordinary AMC Pacer in good condition with standard equipment would be worth about 3,000.
Wow.
That's it.
Nice.
They built so many of them. That's why they just made a
So
ton.
they made so many that the value's kind of gone down.
And they really didn't change much. It was like the PT Cruiser of the day. Like it never really changed in the styling of the car. The only thing they ever had was, I think, an AMC Pacer station wagon, and that was it. But no, the car has everything from Wayne's World, like the cup dispenser in there, because you saw a scene where he pulls a cup out and he has the thing to fill up his soda, the hose, and there's
Yeah.
the
That's
hose
cool.
the hose isn't real. That was for aesthetics that they put in there.
Yeah,
But
for the movie, of course.
Yeah, and but it also does have a licorice dispenser that comes off the ceiling.
Wow. That's
I
cool.
wouldn't rent a car with that though. I mean, that would be something.
Yeah, it's like a little bubble that's up on the ceiling, and you pull it out through a slot, and then you can cut it. It has a little cutter to cut your licorice.
It's kind of odd. I mean, I'm not a big fan of licorice, but it's kind of a neat amenity.
But I mean, I would love to have that though, or just like, imagine just like any vehicle, with just like a custom like popcorn machine, or just like anything for food,
Wow.
right?
I
Mhm.
dig that. I love popcorn.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Well, I
Agreed.
mean, look at all the guys when they used to have "Pimp My Ride" on TV.
Oh my god, yeah, with
ridiculous
the exhibit. Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna put a waterfall in here. We're gonna put an aquarium in this damn thing.
And they're gonna put
Yeah, but
everything in it.
I know, but the thing is, it actually did work though. That's the thing. They
Mhm.
found a way to do it. They found a way to do it because they had that custom shop.
I
Yeah,
don't know, aquarium. I feel bad for the fish hitting potholes.
That has to be
Uh-oh.
a sealed lid, definitely, or else could you imagine it had a pothole, all of a sudden there's water on the floor, and it's like, oh man, why does it smell like fish in my car?
It's like, oh no. But then I've also heard, that some of the stuff that they did do didn't really last long.
Oh yeah, because some of these people that got into accidents and whatnot, like they said, how did this happen? Oh, had a fender, but it's like later on, states almost same type of stuff. Front end of their bumper got tore off, and the plus the other thing was, I think you were also signed into an obligation after the car was fixed to end up going to car shows with it for maybe up to 2 years. You
Yeah.
know,
I
but
don't remember the entire thing though.
my only pet peeve was these guys worked on anesthetics. You know, they worked on body and interior design. They never touched anything really underneath the motor. You know, not like overhauling with Chip Foose, where he's like, yeah, that motor's coming out. We're putting a Roush in there, you know, redesigning the body, doing this type of paint. And he would actually draw it out, the car, on how it would look on its paint scheme before even
Yeah.
doing that.
It was just very interesting though, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I
Hmm.
wish I wish nowadays they would
Yeah,
make a third
I like the
movie.
fact that that'd be cool.
Oh
But
yeah.
as you probably know, remakes nowadays just don't go really into major fruition.
No.
No, go with a sequel right now, because I'll
Yeah,
tell you,
sequel.
because somebody's like, what would that be about? Okay, the story would be easy. You're still doing your stuff on a public cable access show, you know, so that, and then trying to go start one upping the YouTubers because they're just slamming the show. That would be
Yeah,
a good
because
premise.
and the thing is, I mean, going back to the cable company stuff, the old original MTV did have a lot of good shit back then.
Hmm. Oh yeah, they used to have a good amount of stuff. They used to have oh shoot, what was that called? Um, well, besides Pimp My Ride, oh man, the other one I wish they would still do, but they just jump off the bandwagon. It's one thing I used to love watching was Celebrity Deathmatch. With the
Yes, bring that back.
They will watch. If they will at some
I don't.
point.
Oh, do you know what show I really want them to bring back?
what?
What?
Silent Library.
What?
I'm not familiar
They
with that
will.
one.
What?
Oh,
They're
that
gonna
one was
remake it.
funny as hell. It wasn't really a game. It was kind of a game show, but you had to be silent. It was kind of like a Japanese kind of style theme. It was kind of fun.
They've let me see, what else have they done? They've had Weird Al take control of MTV, I think, for like a week. They've had
Oh god.
David Lee Roth.
What about the other game show, Dog Eat Dog? Remember, that was a weird ass one that they put them through.
Oh, here's one for you. Kojak, do you remember Buzzkill before Jackass and all that?
No, I don't.
Like, these guys would go out and the thing is, they just gave these guys a van and a camera. It was like 3 or 4 guys, and they come up with all sorts of stuff. Like, they go down to Mississippi or Louisiana and act
Mhm.
like they're into voodoo and everything, and the guy would act like he had a volunteer. Then a guy would grab his neck. He'd have a blood packet in his hand and grab his neck. There'd be blood pouring down. Then he'd just like go to his knees and then just hit the ground in front of a bunch of people. Then they're like, oh shit, it's the cops. We gotta get out of here. Like, what about such? It's like, dude, if he'll figure it out. Well, we got, because they didn't have permits for shooting any of this back in the day. They even got
Yeah,
into the whole thing with the animal rights thing to kind of give that a buzz, because they set up a thing of like chicken nuggets, and they'd be like chicken nuggets A and chicken nuggets B, and they'd say, excuse me, can you see what the difference is between a taste of these? And some people would
Well,
be
what
like,
difference would it be?
the difference would be one of the chickens died in a cockfight in Mexico
Ugh.
Ew.
because
Nuggets out of
That's
that.
the context of the way you worded it sounds so wrong, but I get what you mean.
yeah, because the whole animal rights thing started back in '95, and some people are like, "Oh, well, you gotta stop that with," and actually, Missouri was one of the last uh, states to actually stop cockfighting in 2007.
Actually, there's still one state that still allows it.
Mm,
And let me guess, Colorado?
No,
New Mexico?
no,
Oh,
Arizona.
no. What state am I in?
New Jersey.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Hawaii. Oh, New
It's
Jersey.
no. It still happens around here. I know a couple areas.
Mm.
Well, people get some good money on that stuff. I don't know why. This is not
Yeah.
dog fighting.
But
Oh.
people have also died from it too.
How do people
Well,
die from it?
Well, it's just
They
like
shoot each other when they lose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
it happened. There was actually it was on the news recently about a couple months ago.
yeah.
Sore loser actually shot the winner, but then they got arrested.
hmm I like how
Uh,
YouTube has their terms of service about stuff, but when you look up some of this stuff online and it's out in Mexico City or wherever, it's like, nope, don't have a problem.
Oh, if you
Mm.
think if you think about the animal right thing was terrible, zoophilia wasn't banned here either.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's right.
What?
Oh,
I thought that was a
Oh,
federal thing.
no, it's only certain states. I
mhm.
think it's illegal in 47 or 48 states, and this is one of the states where it hasn't been, nothing's been done.
Yeah, the whole thing with that is like I've got, I don't know if I said this before on one of the other casts, but there's this stuff where that's happened where like I think it was like 6 years ago, maybe, where there's a documentary on a guy who married his llama, you know,
Ew.
and just like, okay, whatever, So yeah, I mean, and I
Some
think,
people are too crazy. Let's just put it that way.
well, I mean, it was, I don't like stereotyping it, but I mean, shoot, I think it was like Alabama at the time, and
Oh my god. It's like, why do you even want to do that?
yeah, there's certain, I mean, it's not just the United States. I mean, you go out to Europe and all this. There's no law in place for that.
No, but yet you've got other countries. It's like, if you do it, you're going to basically get your head cut off or something like that.
Yeah, just like Japan does not have a law for that as well,
In Norway.
because yeah. Well, I'll talk to you later about the thing in Japan because I don't want to get into the whole thing here for viewers and also YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's just let's see. What was that third article at? Let's see. We should probably go with that funny ass article for the hell of it. Let me find it again. Hold on here.
What
Go
the
ahead.
next? What when I
Yeah,
said?
the third link. Here we go.
Yeah.
This one. This just seems completely wrong. Just reading it
Yeah.
sounds wrong.
Yeah. I mean, woman slammed for dumping boyfriend after finding out he's a distant cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, you go ahead and read it, Mighty.
I don't want to read it. This seems wrong.
Okay. I'll read
Hey,
the thing.
if I
A
was in your
woman
shoes, I'd read it.
I'll read it.
I'd
A
read it.
woman has been criticized for ending things with her boyfriend after discovering they are distantly related. According to a post shared by Reddit today, effed up subreddit. The woman was left grossed out after
What the-
learning from her cousin her partner was part
Oh
of her extended
no!
family. I'm the family genealogist.
Toontail.
I can't read that. Her
I
cousin
think it was genealogist.
genealogist, and I have done hundreds of hours of genealogy research and have a composite family tree of well over 8,000 individuals. In the post,
Okay.
she explains that that are taking their family at a weighing a few months back, and she was introduced to her boyfriend that could as well until the cousin said all was well until she happened to mention her partner's name in passing. The budding genealogist immediately recognized the surname from the family tree, so decided to delve into his family's history.
There's more to this.
Mhm. Yeah, you're going to have to scroll down. I don't have this up.
Yeah, reminds me of this couple that met at their family reunion.
It's fair to.
What the? What?
It's fair to say there was some grace in that
Really,
Oh,
fallout
no.
really, I know them.
from
They
the
have a kid together.
revelations.
This is too much.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wait. I want to read this part here. Here.
This is just out of context right here, but I'm loving it.
Hmm. All right, go for it, Mighty.
He also said that I later found out that she couldn't take that information and was just grossed out by it. Her cousin wrote she broke it off with him that night and it caused quite a bit of drama in the family. I'm sorry, but
Oh boy, drama in the why?
It's weird, I guess.
I'm
Okay,
sorry, but the more we read this, I'm like dying here.
Yeah, I'll read the rest of it.
Like,
to
is
make
this real?
to
Yeah.
make
It is.
to make matters
Like,
worse.
wake me up from this dream I'm having.
All right. To make matters worse, she ended up blocking her cousin on Facebook and remains angry at him for even
Susie,
telling
no.
her about it in the first place. The post was received over 1,400 or
Susie,
14,000
stop.
upvotes on Reddit, where most
No.
users felt the woman had made a mistake in ending things over the discovery.
This is too funny as hell. I'm sorry. This is like
Sir, 1, 2, 2, 3 felt her response was irrational, giving how distantly they were related. Others, like Trash Boy Gold, went further, branding
No.
her an absolute moron for breaking up with her boyfriend over it. Some, like Boo Poot, suggested she was just lashing out after the humiliation of learning at the family get together. Not everyone could have handled that sort of thing well, they noted. Okay,
Oh
last
my
one.
God.
Van Lucas Circus. Where's that go?
There, I
Van
got it, I
Lucas
got it.
Circus, meanwhile, suggested her decision could present problems in the future. I'm not a genealogist, but isn't there just a matter of all us being cousins to some extent? They
Yeah,
asked,
I mean,
is she
it's
going
true.
to be single for the rest of her life then? One of the most enlightening responses, however, came from a user writing as Just Like Texas, who discovered he was distantly related to his wife after visiting her grandparents. My wife and I are third cousins, he said. Our great grandmothers were sisters. It was a little weird, but now it's just a funny story I tell at parties and strangers on the internet.
And that's basically it, because this is
Yeah.
all yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew a couple that met at their family reunion, and they have a kid together. They're happy.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but this is just this is the beginning of the story. It's like what we're I mean, like yeah, we're all related in a way, but do you really have to dump someone over that?
Yeah, I think I
No,
remember reading a
Well,
story. It
that's
said that we're all.
ridiculous.
It says
well,
we're at least 100th cousins, whatever that means. But
all I gotta say is, I mean, counting on how close the bloodline is and everything, all I gotta say is, do you really want your kid to end up looking like Sloth from the Goonies?
No,
Yeah, see,
no.
that's the thing is, some people, that they don't care about if they're like 100th cousin or something like that. At least they actually find someone that's well worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So why do you want to fucking dump someone over that? It's like,
Look,
what the hell is wrong with you?
I'd
that's
be
what I
happy
want.
with anyone.
like I said, counting on how close the relationship is, I mean, her getting bombasted over this, that's not right to just go off on somebody because it's like, oh, I found out we're cousins, and this person doesn't want to end up being, like, you know, getting involved in that. It kind of reminds me of something else that happened last year, and in this, and he went to jail over the whole thing
Ooh.
because remember
What
the
happened?
whole you remember the whole thing with Chris Chan and his
Oh,
mother. Yeah,
I
and
think so.
his
Yeah.
yeah, Chris Chan and his mother.
Oh, what happened?
Him and his mom were hooking up and everything, but she's also suffering from dementia. So he's gone to jail for over it and everything. But he's just like, well, if I'm going to jail, I need all he wants all. He was making stuff up like, I want all the stuff from my room, and it's like, that's not what prison is. You don't get to have your Sonic and Transformers collection in with you and all this.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the case.
And the thing is also, I'm not here to judge, but the other thing is, he was also requesting to be transferred into a women's prison because he identifies as a woman.
That's weird.
I identify as a hyena.
Hey, that's fine. I dig that. It's
But
like a
yeah,
ditch. I dig it.
mhm. But yeah,
Absolutely crazy though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say there might be. Was it? I think there might be one or two states. I can't say for sure, but you can actually marry somebody of blood.
That's
Oh,
that's
West
disgusting.
Virginia.
I think it was
Not
Nevada for one of them. Nevada.
It's
I,
definitely West Virginia.
I
It's
was
also
thought
Nevada.
I was going to say. I think it was. I was going to say New Jersey.
New.
No, you could also do it in Nevada because they actually have special places in Las Vegas where you could actually do that.
Mm.
What?
Yeah, that's actually a real thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
It,
but seriously, that's like that's to be like shoot, I forget that one movie, but there's a movie out there, I want to say, where a brother and sister ended up together.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
that just doesn't seem right.
No, not right at all.
Yeah.
And do you get a discount on the marriage license? I'm just curious.
Hey, you wouldn't even need a license for that. You could just do it.
Yeah, I think anyone could actually get one now. I think now these days, you just gotta do like an online course. It's like I think it's like a 5-minute thing now these days.
A course online.
Mm, I don't know. uh, Usually, when I talk to people, usually they go down to the courthouse, and get the marriage license done. So, yeah, but I just saw that, and I was like, all these people were like, bashing her like, "Why'd you dump your like distant cousin?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Why she dumped him?" It's
How distant of a cousin was it? I mean, really? I mean, did it say?
what?
I said, how distant of a cousin was it? Like
Oh,
fourth, ninth cousins? What? I mean,
mm-hmm.
how distant were they related?
Yeah. I understand that. You know.
Yeah, it wasn't really. But I still think it's crazy though how it's not like they're not like brothers and sisters. I mean, I could see if they don't want to do that. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But
Getting
this thing,
married
but
your sister's no brainer.
Well, isn't there somebody that what was it like in Montana or Colorado? She's like a senator or something that she married her brother before coming to the United States. What's her name?
I
Oh,
can't think of it.
um, darn, she's kind of stirred up her own controversy too, saying that trying to act like 9/11 was like just a thing, and it's like
Just a thing.
who? Yeah, she tried to play it off as 9/11 wasn't a big deal, and
It
I'm
was a
just
big deal.
hang on, senator that used to be married to her cousin or brother.
Man, we've gotten a lot dumber over the years, haven't we? Not
Oh,
us
yeah.
four,
Well,
but you know what I mean.
hmm
Yeah, I
Yep,
agree.
definitely.
I agree.
But I can't think for I'm like I said, I'm not going to waste time on this, but I'm just like, oh, my opinion, but it's like
I
that's
mean, hey,
something I want to do.
you got a good point.
I mean, it's just crazy all the shit that happens in the world now these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened when people used
All
to
right.
just bang rocks together? I mean, now everything's so complicated.
Yeah, well, that's government for you. I gotta agree with Bert Gummer from Tremors. He telling the guys from the government. He's like, well, what do you want us to do? Take something simple and make it complicated.
Oh my god.
I remember one time I came behind this guy at a convenience store, and he's mad because he didn't get a free set of matches with his cigarettes, and he's just started kind of moaning and shouting about what am I supposed to do? Bang rocks together like in Indian times? He says, and then he storms out.
Well, shoot, all I gotta say is flints never fail.
Yeah.
So, you want to go on to the next one, Mighty?
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be good for today. Actually, that's
okay.
actually the main three I wanted to cover. Plus, we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we
okay.
still got about like 10 minutes, right?
Well, I was gonna say we started late.
I know,
Right.
but I always like to
All
finish
right.
by a certain time, and that's basically the main three topics I wanted to cover. And hey, but this week, let's see what this week brings us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how much more madness happens.
more pain,
Oh, it's going to be
misery,
a lot.
money,
Watch. Anything can happen in a whole week.
yeah, anything.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, but yeah, everything was okay. I mean, everything was. Let's just put it this way: as the weeks continue for this year, or the months, or whatever, however you want to put it, let's see how crazier things get with
Yeah.
this with all this
Oh.
crap.
Yeah. All I gotta say is, with the whole thing with her and everything, it just feels like that Simpsons episode, where you see Cletus at the drive-in, and he bitches, and she's like, "Cletus, why'd you have to bring your parents here? Now remember, honey, they're your parents too."
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Oh yeah, another Simpsons prediction actually came true.
What?
What?
Remember at the end of the Simpsons movie with Tom Hanks,
Tom
Yeah.
Hanks?
where he said the government had to borrow some of his credibility?
I don't think I remember that.
That was
part.
actually at the end of the movie.
That the government has to borrow Tom Hanks' credibility. What?
Yep, it actually really happened.
Well, how'd that happen?
I don't know exactly the entire thing, but another Simpsons prediction came true.
You know,
It's funny. It's funny how they've been predicting a lot of this shit that's been happening.
well, you got to remember that show has been on for like what 30 years or more.
Yep.
You know,
30 years.
I think they're on their like 34th season now.
yeah. I mean, it came out back in the
Unbelievable they've gotten this
mid to
far.
late 80s.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Explain how like some of these episodes that were made back in the 90s were actually real life prediction that happened back in in like these 2000s, 2010s even. How is that even possible?
It's like you got to think, what if they were touched? What if they know what's going to happen in the end?
Well,
Or is it just me, or do you think Matt Groening's actually from the future? I think that's a lot of people are thinking that.
mm,
What's from the future?
Oh, the writer and the creator of The Simpsons, basically.
Okay, is it like one of those I can't remember. I can't remember what his name was. John Titor kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think, but here's the thing: it's like all these predictions, like remember even back there's this one episode in the early 2000s where they said that Trump was president. Remember, like he was running for presidency, and then look, it really did happen.
Yeah.
well,
It makes you think, what if
Maybe he just got
what if
the
it's true that
maybe
they are from the future?
he probably
well,
got the idea from watching the show.
well.
And
here's the-
remember, there's even the prediction that there is this pandemic. What's COVID? That's the planned pandemic. They also predicted that.
Yep.
Well, getting back to on with the Trump idea. Here's the thing. Trump said that he would. This goes back to like I want to say 1987 when he was on the Oprah Winfrey show. He's
Who?
talked about. Yeah, Trump was on Oprah back in 1987, and he was talking about how the country's gone downhill. Like we're just getting bashed in the market. By all these other countries, and how come we're not getting an equal payout like everybody. you know and that she said this sounds like presidential talk. He's like, well, I wouldn't want to run unless I know I would win. So he's been talking about on and off about presidential stuff, and like when he talked about that, then I think the next election came up um after Reagan was done. He ended up backing Al Sharpton when he was running for president.
One thing I find crazy about The Simpsons is that they actually predicted 9/11. That's scary, eerily coincidental. It was 97 when they did it.
Yeah, and it happened in 2001. It's like,
Excuse me.
what else? What else did they also? Oh, even that one picture of the world leaders, of course, with Donald Trump all together in that one photo. Remember, even that was even predicted.
Yeah.
Because whoever thought the U.S. president would shake hands with Kim Jong Un, right? Remember that? Nobody saw that coming. Nobody.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, nobody would ever think that for the bodies of our soldiers would ever end up coming back home.
That was good though. I'm glad he did that.
Yeah, I'm glad he did that too. I mean, it's to bring a peace of mind to somebody for years, not knowing if they were captured or whatever, because they've been. I mean, it's just like with Vietnam. They were denying after the war ended that there was a POW still left in the country and whatnot. But I mean, I don't mean to get into these touchy topics about it,
Okay.
but I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
I'm just glad in one way or in one way that our boys were able to come back home, even being in that rotting it sorry sitting just laying in that country for all the bodies of all these men that been sitting in that country since the 60s.
Oh yeah, but I'm kind of glad that that he tried to fix things, but of course the Knicks president fucked everything up, of course.
Yep.
Uh,
But
Well, I guess that'll do it.
anyways, I'm glad that this is a good episode. I'm glad that we managed to get through those main articles, especially the Joker one. That was just too funny, wasn't it?
Yep.
yep.
That's just gonna be a meme for all time now.
Hey, new meme of 2022 never hurt.
Hell yeah. It's kind of like when everyone started making memes of the ballistic missile. That was funny as hell.
Now they got something new to talk about.
Oh yeah. And yet it took him you said it took him an hour to fix their mistake and said it was a test.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyways, well, let me find the ending here. There we go. All right, here we go. Finally doing the ending. Don't forget to subscribe and like for more episodes. You can find me on Twitter and Telegram at Mighty Red Wolf, and we've got more episodes coming soon at you every Saturday or Sunday. Depends, I guess, on the schedule that I have. But it's good to see you all again. Thank you so much for being on, and we will see you guys next week.
Take it easy, everybody.